Today we're going to be taking a look at the, wait a minute. Something's not quite right here. That's right. Today we're looking at the bootleg Revoltech 1.0 Spider-Man. Now, I got this from a friend, but I will leave a link to the AliExpress shop he got it from. But let's get him out of the packaging. With most of these bootleg figures, the box isn't all one piece. It's ripped, it's damaged, I'm not gonna keep it, but let's take a closer look at this figure. Straight out of the packaging, or still in the packaging, it looks pretty nice, but I also got something to go with it, which we'll go over in just a minute. I want to take a look at this Spider-Man figure. A lot of people say it's a good figure, so I bought the clone in case you can't afford the original. Paint and detail straight out of the box, there are a few issues. There's some excess plastic, some paint splatter on the chest, the head, some of the web lines on the boots aren't aligned with the indents they're supposed to go in. The hands are a whole different shade of red from the rest of the body. The spider symbol on the back is actually painted pretty well, and the back of the boots do have some paint bleed. Overall, I'd say this figure looks pretty good. The musculature is there on the torso and the thighs. There are some weirdness going with it, and in hand, it is a very loose. It is a wobbly mess. It explodes in the hand. It's kind of disappointing, but the good news is you can just plug everything back into where it's supposed to go. So I'm not too upset with it. If something pops off or breaks apart, it's not broken. You can literally just fit it back together. Sometimes it does give me a little trouble, but in the end, it all fits together nicely. But what about the accessories? Are they any good? Well, it comes with these wide open lenses. The paint on these are pretty bad. They're not terrible, but they're very misaligned. Some of the other eyes aren't so bad, like these squinty eyes. They're not terrible, but they could be better. These ones are probably the best out of the bunch. They look the best. There's no paint bleed on the black sections of the mask. This one is nicely done. There is a lot of paint bleed on the left lens there, but he also comes with a pair of fists here. These are done really well. The sculpting's really nice. They are a deeper shade of red than the rest of the figure, which is not terrible, but at the same time, I wish that they matched. Same with the thwipping hands. These ones are somehow darker than the rest of them, and it throws it off a little bit. It's not super terrible, like I said, but it's not super great either. And these holding hands, I'm not sure what he's supposed to be holding with these, unless I'm missing some accessories, but I don't think so. And these webbing pieces are really nice. I really like this clear, and I really like the detail on them. They are very nice. But I think they're supposed to be white. On the box, they're white. I don't know. I don't have the original. These longer ones have a very nice detail to them. I do enjoy these very much, but I really enjoy these shorter ones. They have a piece that hangs out in the back, so that way it's not just coming out of his wrist. It looks like a continuous shot. And this magnet is a nice touch. This came with the 2.0 Revoltech Spider-Man as well, and it works. It sticks to the fridge very well. But the piece of resistance for this set, and the whole reason I picked this up, was this custom Ultimate Spider-Man head sculpt. I will leave a link to the Instagram page I bought this from, but this thing is beautiful. It has such nice detailing on it, and it looks amazing on the figure. It fits very snugly, it doesn't fall off very easily, and it just encapsulates the look of the Ultimate Spider-Man so well. And I don't know about you, but that's probably my first Spider-Man game that I ever played. So it holds a special place in my heart. And the articulation on this bootleg is still really good despite being a bootleg. It holds its poses very well, and I think it's partly due to the Revoltech joints used in this bootleg. Despite them being fake, the Revoltech joints are engineered very well. Now, some disclaimers: they do pop out of the sockets pretty easily. The arms and the legs are very loose sometimes. So all of that has to be considered before you purchase it. And with the hands, when you swap them out, the peg comes with it. You can prevent that by holding it at the peg and pulling it out, and it still falls apart at the waist. Despite all of these, I still think this is a solid figure. I thoroughly enjoy it despite these issues. But what do you think? Do you think that's still a fair trade-off for a $20 figure? And most clones or bootlegs are shorter than the originals. And I gotta say, this one is fairly tall. I don't know if it's taller than the original or shorter than the original, but if you look here, it looks very tall compared to the CT Toys stuff, or even the Mess Toys stuff. And it's gonna look good on your shelf regardless. So I have to say, my final thoughts on this figure is it's good. I think it's really good. Like I said, I will leave a link so that way you can pick this up. Now, I'm not saying it's the best clone that I've ever picked up, but I enjoy this one. So if you have the option, yeah, I'd say if you don't have the original, pick this one up. But I want to hear your thoughts. Do you think it's worth it? Do you think all the loose joints and it falling apart is going to be something you're going to deal with in order to have this in your collection? And what do you think of the head sculpt? Do you think it fits on this body very well, or do you think it doesn't look all that great? But that's going to be it for me, folks. I hope you thoroughly enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun making it, and I will catch you all next time.